Good evening. It is Tuesday, February 22nd, 2022. Lots of folks have had lots of fun today with today's date of Tuesday, 2/22/22, and have enjoyed it all day long. Last week we looked at Nathan's rebuke of David because of his sin against Bathsheba and Uriah. But then God allowed Solomon to be born and chose to bless Solomon beyond all measure. David's kingdom had many challenges for the rest of his life, revolts and revolutions from his son Absalom and other challenges to his kingdom and to his rule. But in 2 Samuel chapter 22 is recorded a song of David where he describes his relationship with the Lord. And as we look at his musical recognition of his relationship with the Lord, I want us to recognize that David, in spite of such a strong relationship with the Lord, was able to fail so drastically. And that kind of gives me hope that maybe if we fail, God has the same kind of redemptive purpose for us. 2 Samuel chapter 22, verses 1 to 4. And I'm reading from the New Living Translation, second edition. David sang this song to the Lord on the day the Lord rescued him from all his enemies and from Saul. He sang, "The Lord is my rock, my fortress, and my Savior. My God is my rock, in whom I find protection. He is my shield, the power that saves me, and my place of safety. He is my refuge, my Savior, the one who saves me from violence. I called on the Lord, who is worthy of praise, and he saved me from my enemies." How precious it is to read of David's dependence upon God for protection and care. He says, God is my rock. When everything else in life is going crazy and uneven, God is a solid, steady rock, providing protection, giving us something to hold on to. He describes God as my shield, protecting him, providing salvation, saving him from everything being flung his direction. He says, God is my refuge, that place of safety where he can get a good night's sleep, recognizing that he's safe. God is my Savior who rescues me. When I'm in a mess, God reaches down and plucks me out of the mess and rescues me. Then describes God as the one who answers. I called on him and he saved me. Then he describes God as being worthy of praise. What kind of relationship do we have with God? Do we see God's same protection of us? Do we recognize his shielding us from things that are even worse? Do we recognize him as a place of refuge? Do we have that time where we spend time with God to where it becomes that refuge for our soul, where our troubled souls can come and find rest? In the 23rd Psalm, David said, God leads him beside still waters. Do we have that time and that place in our lives where we recognize God is providing us refuge and safety and peace and rest? Oh, how precious those times are, where God saves us, even if he's saving us from ourselves. Let's find that place of peace and refuge and salvation and protection, where God is our rock that we can count on. May you find that place this week. God bless you.